I'm just a dum-dum-dum-dum-dum. I'm just a dum-dum. Don't you ever tell me that I'm smart. Because apparently I'm not.
So is that the... oh, there we go. So is that the latest song on the DJDS album?
Yeah, that's... I don't know. That's just a weird melodic thing my brain likes to do.
That's okay. That's how...
Notice it didn't rhyme.
It was good enough, DJDS. We know.
All the hits coming at you from the Gotham Disco.
Gotham Disco.
Warning, this is an adult-oriented podcast about really perverse things like communication and consent. If you are under 18 and looking for answers to questions about sex or kink, please visit scarletteen.com. For the Dude Bro listeners, this is the nerdy shit. Fuck off!
From Bakersfield to Mount Olympus, Gotham Press talks naughty business. Sexual topics to explore your whoredom. Good if you're new or a kinky Yoda. Gotham Press Podcast. The nerdy kinksters your parents warned you about.
So Mad Monk is a fun story to go through. What is Mad Monk?
So
well,
Mad
if you
Monk
read the
also-
comment he left on the writing for your podcast.
It's okay.
I read a lot of things. I may have read it and just like, hey, other information. But for those that don't read and are going to be listening to this, what is Mad Monk?
Mad Monk is the term you need to Google. It's also Rasputin's Closet. It's also sometimes like Anastasia music and movies. There's a location in Fresno and a location in Modesto. We've been to the Fresno one, and I'm usually paying attention to the movies, but they've also got music. I don't think they have hardly any games. They've also got some clothing in there, but I like it just because there's bins, and you just get to flip through all these DVDs, and they're 50 cents or 99 cents, and I don't know.
Okay.
It's nice like that.
All right, Thief, if you're listening, now you know where you need to go to get more DVDs for your collection.
Oh, and they have porn. You also get to rifle through all of the bins of porn. To find what cheap porn you want.
I know they won't do this because...
Speaking of hard media.
Because they're business. But, just randomly, why was that porn in the cartoons? Unless it was the cartoon porn.
There we go.
Felix the
I
cat.
have not found any porn when I'm sorting through the
Other stuff.
porn bins. I say bins. Bins to me is not quite the right term, but they're stacked up. They're facing out. It's like how albums are displayed at a record shop.
Gotcha.
To me, bins makes it sound like, it's fucking Walmart and it's the gay lord of just DVDs thrown in haphazardly.
Right. Hold on a sec. I need to work on your mic real quick.
I could just be talking too far away from the mic. Now it's in my face.
Yes.
I don't like it in my face that much. It's
I
intimidating.
beg to differ.
Really? Don't like your face that much.
I'm turning to the audience member for a second opinion. Okay.
Oh, thank you, Kat.
I have seen very specifically the effect that having it in your face has.
Yeah.
All right, close. There we go.
Outvoted 2-1.
All right.
That's the nice thing. The best thing about him having another partner, he says something and I can just look at her and we're both like, no.
Yeah, that I saw that meme about polyamory the other day. Is that you complain about something one partner said and the other partner agrees with them, and suddenly you're gaslighting two people.
So, say something for me.
A rubber baby buggy bumper?
That's better. Okay.
Peas and carrots, peas and carrots.
Peas and carrots, peas and carrots. Okay.
Roast beef.
Yeah, I should probably actually do the things that we normally do on here. Like say, hey, everybody.
Reading your own show notes, Captain?
I haven't got those up yet. But thank you guys for coming back to the Gotham Press podcast. As you hear, we have some voices today. We usually do. Show notes. Come to my phone. There you go. Hi. So I'm just going to go through the quick intro of the voices. We are going to start with the lovely lady to my left.
Nope, you're doing it wrong. I put a note in there.
You put a note in there?
I did. I told you I was going to have that note from now on when I'm in here because you have to do the intro.
Are you not a lovely lady? Is that what I'm missing?
It comes from our negotiation episode where I told him that from now on when I'm on the podcast, he has to introduce me like Mushu introduces himself in Mulan.
I need to rewatch Mulan because I don't remember the intro right now.
Wow, letting down your play partner.
I am a terrible letdown, I know.
I'll introduce myself.
Something like the great, the powerful. The
No.
magnificent.
No.
I am the pleasurable. No, I am the powerful, the pleasurable, the indestructible stage toy.
Duly noted. I apologize for my failure in this moment.
And as soon as I put my name on the show notes, I put it in there.
You did, and I didn't look it up because I'm like, I'll remember that, and I certainly didn't.
Every
okay.
morning,
It's a
do you
newer
eat
movie.
2 dozen eggs? I'm just curious.
I'm not Gaston.
Not Gaston. You are not Gaston. Oh.
So are you, excuse me, sir, are you Gaston?
No. No, I'm not Gaston.
Who are you?
I'm Shock Dog.
You are Shock Dog.
I am Shock Dog.
Not a secondhand Shock Dog like some people have proposed.
No. I'm the original, and unfortunately, the used and antiquated Shock Dog.
Used and antiquated?
Highly used and antiquated. Look, the patina. Look at the patina. Look.
I believe you've enjoyed your use over the years.
Oh, I've appreciated being used once in a while. Absolutely.
Just once in a while? Is somebody blushing
You
over
know,
there?
occasionally someone will hand me a brand new flogger and say, "Would you please beat this woman's lovely breasts?" And I'll go, "Well, since it's your birthday, sure, absolutely."
Yes, because it has to be the birthday. That's what holds it up.
Good enough excuses, any.
Yes, the sun is up. Let's do this. Yes, water is wet. Let's do this.
And it wasn't the only thing that was fucking wet.
There you go. And good sir, that is looking like the Kermit meme for just a moment there.
Hey, what?
You were looking like you were the Kermit meme, like
Ah, yes. The dignified drinking.
Sips
sipping,
tea.
Yes.
yeah, sips tea. Who are you, sir?
Cameron.
Cameron.
Vet. Cam in person is fine. Yes.
Cam, I believe you've been on here before, yes?
Once.
Once.
Yes.
Well, welcome back for your second go round.
Thank you. Glad to be back.
Glad to be back. That's what he says now. All right. Let's see here. How do I start this thing again? Oh, yeah. We have patrons. Hey, patrons. Thank you so much for helping to fund and keep this podcast going. You guys help keep the mics hot and keep me waking up early after a very late game night to do this because I enjoy it and I enjoy you all. If you want to help and be one of those amazing patrons, you can join it for as little as $1 a month if you go to patreon.com/Gotham Press Podcast. And if you want the episodes early, if you join the $5 and up tier, you get them a whole week, 2 weeks. I need to figure out if I'm doing this a week or 2 weeks early now with the change in the recording schedule.
Details.
But still early. Early is the important part.
At least 1 week early.
At least 1 week early, yes. At least. Possibly 2. We'll figure that out. Well, I'll figure it out. So thank you all for helping us thrive. And then we do have some sponsors. Like the one I saw yesterday. Yesterday? No, not yesterday. Friday. Thief from Thief's Touch Floggers. He actually came to vend at the inaugural Flogs a Lot.
Which was a very fun and very informative event.
Yes. So many of us just showing off floggers before we actually went to do the flogging.
Yeah, it was a 2-hour event. I showed up almost an hour late because I'd spent the day driving to and from Gilroy.
Mm-hmm.
And I get there at at least half an hour after it started, and everybody is in the living room. There's floggers spread out all over, all the surfaces, still bags full of them, and just people showing off floggers.
Hey, I was showing off my sets of floggers because all of my floggers are made by Thief's Touch.
And I was able to get his opinion. I won a flogger in an auction online, and I'm not pleased with it. So I was able to speak with Thief about how to modify my flogger to better fit my needs.
And he was very helpful with that, yes?
Incredibly helpful, and now I have a plan in place.
Excellent. Yes. So Thief's Touch. He makes amazing floggers. All my floggers are his. Many people's floggers in this community are his. If you need a flogger in your life for everyday Okay, what is it? Everyday use? Yeah, everyday use. Definitely look into a Thief's Touch vlogger.
They are for everyday use, but they're also beautiful enough to use for special occasions.
Like birthdays.
Like birthdays.
Like birthdays. Or, the sun's up.
When the sun's up, when the water's wet.
When other things are wet.
When the tits are out.
You lucky you had something to say there, Seychelles?
Well, I was gonna say I don't know if other things get wet, if that's the chicken or the egg. Do you flog because she's wet, or does she get wet because you're flogging?
Yes.
Or she's wet in anticipation and then you flog and then she's drenched.
Like most hypotheses, accurate repeat testing is the only way to find out.
Agreed.
I'll have to add it to my experiment list.
Yes.
You have an experiment list?
Yes, it's developing.
And experimentation requires constant repeat documentation.
This is true. This is very true. All right. So yes, Thieves Touch vloggers. Next on our sponsors list, we have the amazing Steel Brat and Steel Brat Passies. These are for your wow. These are for I have words and my words are just failing me in the moment. Wake up. I need more.
These are for all your adult pacifier needs, whether it's for age play, for your little space, or if you grind your teeth at night. Apparently, they can also help with that, which I learned last episode.
Yes, that's true.
So any adult pacifier needs you have, Steel Brat can customize a pacifier just for you.
And when we say customize, we mean 100% customize. It is your passy. There's no mistaking it. And lastly, we have our friends with the Dom Council. The Dom Council who comes out sometimes and says, hey, you know what? That amazing thing that you got there, let's see if we can make it better. I've seen them all do amazing things with different toys, just kind of working on things here at the headquarters, and people just them just talking around with people about, hey, that's a really cool thing. I like that idea. Let's see if we can make it happen. So thank you, Dom Council. And if you want any of that information, you can always look in our show notes. We have all of their contact information in our show notes. If you really want to talk to us, though, talk to the podcast, because we would really love to hear from you. You can always get into Candy's Sweet Box. You can call at 805-303-1173. You can call, you can text, you can just leave us what you really want us to know. Because I think Shock really enjoys Candy's Sweet Box.
I have had the privilege, and that makes me a very, very lucky individual.
I was going to say dirty old man, but that works too. All right. So everybody, welcome to the July episode.
Yay!
Woot!
And the crowd went wild.
Yay!
Yay!
Let's see, what are we talking about here? We got some games, a game at least. This is a card game?
It is a card game.
A card game?
I think so. I read the show notes.
You read the show notes?
I read the show notes.
And what does the show notes say?
Show notes say www. The game we're talking about is Magic the Gathering.
Magic the Gathering.
Yes. Kind of the news in Magic the Gathering in the last couple of weeks, they tied to Comic-Con and just tied to whatever, their own release, news announcements, whatever. An upcoming set is Star Trek crossover. It's just going to be Star Trek Magic the Gathering. So plenty of cards have already been revealed, a couple of different special treatments. If we want to pass around the papers, there's cards to look at.
Hold on a sec. What is going on with that mic? Jesus.
Well,
mic just not in
part of that is, at least for part of it, he had his face over here.
Right, no, but I'm looking at the recording. Everybody else is coming in loud. His is like that, like super low. Make sure that's plugged in all the way on the bottom.
Yeah, looks fully seated. Balls deep.
Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3.
Oh, that's nothing.
Yeah, that's what you see. Now you see what I'm seeing.
Yeah, because when I talk, I can see.
I can talk louder. I can try to talk louder.
No, it's not even that. It's like I'm hearing you through everybody else.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I'm not actually hearing you from this. All right. I reseated it. Actually, I'm going to reseat this again. Everybody, pull off your headphones.
I want to hear the pop. I want to hear what you're threatening. Oh, that's not that bad. You're a bitch.
I just had people complain about the pop in the past.
Oh, okay. Well, they're bitches.
Yeah. Say something again for me.
Peas and carrots?
It's still very soft.
Icicle.
It's very soft.
Popsicle. Bicycle.
All right.
Testicle.
That's a lot better now. Okay. Now.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like he's emphasizing more, though.
Yeah, you got to do it like you're leading a campfire.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. You are coming through so much better now.
So much better.
So much better.
So much better.
Okay. Yay. So, back to what we were kind of talking about.
Talking about Magic the Gathering, upcoming sets.
So, real quick, because I know the set we're talking about, but I just want to get this out of the way just because I had people say, oh my God, we're getting The Hobbit. And I was like, I don't care. People are like, how do you not care about The Hobbit? I don't.
Yes, so the set that's coming out most recently is The Hobbit, coming out 2 weeks, August 9th, that weekend, something around there. So that is the one that there's been, pretty much the full set has been revealed, all the cards have been shown, all the special treatments, things like that. But because Cap's running the show and Cap doesn't care about The Hobbit, we're not talking about The Hobbit.
I just want to get out there because if we don't, somebody's going to come and be like, well, what about The Hobbit? Why didn't you talk about that?
So to the special listeners that are hearing this, and maybe if August 7th hasn't passed, look to see if there's a local shop where you can play with those Hobbit cards at a pre-release event. You go in, you pay to get some cards, and you build a deck with those, and you get to play with the cool new cards before they show up in other shops, and support your local game shops.
Support your local game shop, definitely.
We would talk more about The Hobbit, but Cap's a bummer.
I am. There is one thing about The Hobbit that I did see that I was like, how did they not do that? The Sting card doesn't have anything special against goblins.
Yes, now I'm trying to remember.
Do
there's like,
they do typal bonuses like that?
yes, they do.
Okay.
I think there's a version of Sting from the Lord of the Rings that has a bonus against, or at least if your opponent controls an orc or a goblin, your creature untaps or something like that. So
Okay.
you get a buff if an opponent controls orc or goblin.
Okay, I was like, because I wasn't playing when the Lord of the Rings set came out, so I didn't know.
So yeah, there's different versions of many characters because the idea is that they show progression through the story, both in Lord of the Rings and in The Hobbit. They're also just trying to fill out a set, and when people don't care about Elf Army Builder number 23, you end up with, 9 different Gandalfs.
This just made me think of the videos I've seen where it's doing like the oh no Avengers, and it's like, and there's Iron Man, and there's whatever, and it's showing the magic cards relevant to it, and there's like, and Spider-Man, and Spider-Man, and
yeah,
Spider-Man, and
Yes.
Spider-Man.
Using the voiceover from Marvel vs. Capcom or whatever.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, there's Gandalf the Grey, and Gandalf the White, and Gandalf the Chartreuse, and Gandalf the light purple, and yeah.
Well, just because we're talking about how they're showing progression of the story, I did like how they did Avatar. They had different Aangs where they started with Aang as white for air, and then white blue, and then white blue green.
Well, no, because Avatar is blue aliens. Thank you very much.
I like blue aliens, but I gotta say you should not watch that movie when you're really high on shrooms.
I'm curious about this story, but not right now.
I'll share it with you later.
As I famously said before, I watched the original Avatar movie and went, oh, it's Dances with Wolves, and never had an interest in a single other viewing.
You know what? The funny thing is, I didn't have Dances with Wolves. My thing was like, oh, this is Fern Gully.
Yeah. The original
Pocahontas,
Dances with Wolves.
Yeah. Dances with Wolves, yes.
Yes. Oh, this is, without the powers, this is Captain Planet. Cool.
It's just pretty.
It is a gorgeous movie, yes.
Yeah.
But the story is just kind of like, oh. And then I have people like, well, did you watch the sequels? No. Well, why not? You're missing out. Was the planet in danger? Did they fight against people with guns and things to save the planet? All right, cool. I've seen that movie.
Yes, but this time the people with guns and things also went native, so...
Still not telling me.
Yeah.
No, I just like them because they're pretty.
Okay, that works.
Like some of these cards that I'm looking at.
Yes. I was about to bring it back around, but thank you so much. All right, so those cards, those are from these upcoming Star Trek set, correct?
Correct.
All right, so Shock, you were saying as you were looking at the pictures earlier that there was a missed opportunity somewhere.
Oh, yeah. Well, 7 of 9 really should be from the Picard series, where she's a kick-ass badass. Absolutely.
She is always a kick-ass badass.
I know, but this particular artwork doesn't really bring that out. Her look in Picard is a very specific look, and I think that would be a much better piece of artwork. And also, since it's Magic the Gathering, where the fuck is the Q continuum in here, fellas?
Is Q not in there?
No. They just haven't shown us.
I realize that, but
Q that we care about.
You're pissing on my joke.
There is a Q.
But here's Trelane. From TOS.
I missed Trelane. All right, good deal.
Yeah, so Trelane's here. He is creature type Q. Vigilance, which means that when he attacks, usually in Magic, when the creature attacks, you tap it.
He doesn't become exhausted when you attack with him.
So, for those of you that aren't old enough to have watched that particular episode with Trelane 75 fucking times in your childhood, he was accused of watching Earth through a telescope. So that Earth being X number of light years away, he was seeing Earth in the 17th century. Hence, he recreated the 17th century as this medieval castle where they showed up, right? Except that the food had no taste and the fire had no heat.
Because you can't taste and feel through a telescope.
Right. However... don't we think the Q know how fire works?
Apparently not. Here's the thing.
So, plot twist. Plot hole.
Cameron was explaining to me that he wasn't identified as a Q.
No,
he
wasn't. He wasn't in the original TS series. He was also a child.
Oh.
Because later on, his parents came and took him home.
So, here's the thing. I've only seen like maybe 1 or 2 episodes of the original series. Next Generation was not.
Hold on a second. Go on. Continue on your way.
I'm actually the same there as well.
I know. It's really old now.
Yeah.
It's really old.
Well, Next Generation was my entry. It was my entry point for it.
Of course.
And so that was, I thought Q was new to Next Generation.
Well, I mean, he was because they've sort of retconned Trelane as a Q.
Oh.
And I've suggested Strange New Worlds to you.
You have suggested Strange New Worlds, yes.
Then I'll just shut up and we'll just let you watch it and go from there.
Yes, it is on my next list of things to watch.
Okay. At some point, you'll realize why I'm bringing this up.
Right. And me, I want to watch it just because I've now finished Lower Decks, and I want to see that one episode where the Lower Decks characters make it in there. But I can't just go and watch that one episode. I have to have context for everything.
Which is a lot of fun.
You can just watch that one episode because I did that. Here's how you... I needed a break during a play date with a friend, and he's like, "Oh, we should watch this," and we watched that episode. So yeah, could I watch it? Yes.
I'm just one of those people like, I want to know everything before to leads up to it, even if there's nothing like specific for that episode. I was like, okay, I get that small detail reference why they would do that sort of thing.
But also, Strange New Worlds is a good series.
That's what I've heard.
Yeah. In my opinion, that's all fucking anybody's taste in any kind of media is. It's their opinion. Yeah.
Yes, I feel bad that Stage Toy and I are Star Trek fans, but we have not kept up with New Trek.
And part of my hesitancy to do it, why I haven't watched a lot of the newer series, is because I was so disappointed in the New Trek movies. Which is why I really, really, really hate that the con they've chosen for the card is just pictures of Benedict Cumberbatch's face.
Yes, so it's a special card that'll show up fewer times in the packs. But yes, it is a reprint with new art. And yes,
when she saw the picture, you could hear her from the other side of town yelling, "Con!"
Yes. We've got New Trek Con, the J.J. Abrams Con of Benedict Cumberbatch, just on a card.
There's a number of things about those movies that are, but I enjoyed watching.
I thought the first J.J. Abrams film was
pretty good, yeah.
How many lens flares? But it was fun.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Also, real quick, just because I haven't looked into anything, how much of Trek are they doing for the cards? Are they doing the new stuff as well, or just the older ones?
They're touching on everything. So they've touched on TOS, of course. They've touched on, the whole next generation era.
Yeah, I thought
Voyager,
I saw
Deep Space Nine.
Yeah, DS9 in there.
As regards which series they're working with.
Listener, she is very upset because we've had to redo this like several times.
Yeah, cut that whole part out because nobody wants to hear it. But we've got Boimler.
Bromler.
We've got Boimler and Beckett from Lower Decks.
There's Hoshi from Enterprise. We got Crusher. We got Cisco. We got Kirk.
Do we have O'Brien? He better be in there.
He better be.
They've shown like 4 cards.
Oh, they've only shown.
This is an early teaser. They have not revealed the full, 200 plus.
I want to play as before.
Before?
Before.
It's the last version of Data they found.
Oh, God, I forgot.
Right. Who just mysteriously looked like 50-something-year-old Brent Spiner.
Yeah, so they're going to touch probably most of the series. I think the only ones that there haven't really been spoilers for are really just the most recent Strange New Worlds, Picard, and those are like so far.
And I will say the Discovery, the captain for Discovery is on the box art.
Okay, so the Discovery will have representation.
Starfleet Academy, which
Academy
is good. Quite good.
Didn't they cancel after second season, though?
I don't know if they've canceled. If they have, I haven't heard. If they have, I'm sad.
Yeah.
Again.
Like, because I was looking at it, I'm like, oh, that actually looks pretty interesting. I'm like, I'll get around to it eventually. And then I thought I saw something like, oh, yeah, it got canceled. But if it didn't, maybe I just heard wrong.
One of the inside things is I know that these sets are in development for a couple of years at least, because it takes them a year to print. It takes them a year to create cards and play test. So if it's something within the last 2 years, I'd be surprised if it shows up in a card.
That makes sense. I think when I first looked at the spoilers, the card I immediately texted my husband about was Set Phasers 2.
There needs to be a battle damage card that is Kirk hands. Kirk hands.
Yeah. So I'm actually interested in when this finally comes out.
Okay. Which I currently don't remember the date for when it releases, but it's releasing this year.
Right. That was like November, I want to say.
That's a month this year. Yes.
That is a month of the year. Correct.
That has not happened yet.
And we are in August, effectively, is the
release date, November 13th.
I'm glad we all looked this up. Okay.
Everybody except for me.
So everybody tell Santa for Christmas
I didn't
you
look
want
it up.
Star Trek Magic the Gathering cards.
But no, what I was going to say is there's a card, Set Phasers 2, which is a modal spell, which means it's got 2 options for you to choose between.
Stun and kill?
Yep, so you can set phasers to stun or set phasers to kill.
Which one heats the rocks?
Set phasers to microwave.
Hold on. That was very well fucking done there, Shaq.
I've been practicing that a long time.
You just got to get it like a sound effects board.
Mm-hmm.
And you got Shock Doc with his sounds and his jingles. And
that's how you know the show's hit rock fucking bottom.
No. We got DJ DS over here. So
yeah. Well, and then all of Pariah's sounds that she makes.
We're gonna mix them all together, huh?
Yeah. One of the other modal spells they revealed is Consider the Prime Directive, and you can choose to interfere or observe.
Well, boy, if you're playing as Kirk.
Fuck everything. Oh, no.
Well, yeah, there you go. That's how Kirk saw First Contact. Absolutely. Penis first.
That is Captain James T. Kirk.
Kirk and Riker saddled up and going, so, about your species, vagina or no?
I kind of want just like a little offshoot one shot of Kirk and Riker just kind of comparing notes.
Yeah, scoreboard. the whiteboard in the conference room, and it's Kirk and Riker comparing. Yeah, that's not a bad plan.
Well, I went to Rise of 4, and I got.
They've got a map with just check marks on plans.
Well,
Star map.
And
Star map.
also, you have to give Riker certain asterisks because he had holodeck and Kirk did not.
That's true.
Right.
That's true. Kirk, well, that means Kirk really had to put in the work for his.
That's right. He had to show up and be dashing and daring even in the waste century.
Oh, yay. This has been good.
I think one of the other big things I really like is some of the flavor choices they've made with the captains. So, like Cisco, who is the emissary.
Yes.
He gets to play.
Space Jesus.
There he is. Flipping through the cards. He gets to play with the top card of the library revealed. Like you're seeing into the future. You know what the next card is.
Oh, okay. Oh, crap. Why am I blanking on her name? The one who deemed him as the emissary from DS9.
Oh.
Her card probably hasn't been revealed.
Old
at this
wrinkly
point.
nose.
Yeah. Yes, her. I mean, technically, that was Kira, too.
Yeah, but you knew who I was talking about when I said it.
Yes.
Well, was it Kai Wynn that
Yes.
revealed him, or was
Yes.
it Kai Opaka?
It was Wynn. No, Wynn was the second one.
Yeah.
Wynn was the one that didn't like him.
Yeah, we like Kai Opaka.
Yeah.
You
like
realize
that.
these sound like Native American casinos, right?
I think that's kind of what they were going for.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
Pretty sure.
going for like, let's take all these marginalized, genocided cultures and combine them into one.
Yeah, of course.
With a really heavy emphasis on Nazi Germany and the Jewish people.
Now, why would media ever talk about that?
Yeah, but so I grew up on Voyager, a mix of Next Gen and Voyager, but so Janeway, I was like, oh my gosh, a female starship captain.
Yeah.
And for me as a young girl, that was really big. And hers, she uses the explore mechanic, which makes sense because she's in a whole new quadrant.
She is.
They're constantly reaching new places, constantly exploring.
The Delta Quadrant.
So it's when Janeway or another creature you control enters, that creature explores. And so I just like the flavor there of Cisco as the emissary, seeing the future. Janeway plays additional lands and has a frequent explorer trigger, and that fits in with her storyline as a captain. And that's what I'm loving about like the modal spells too, is there's such a fun mechanic to reference some of these more pop culture-y references like Set Phasers 2.
Gotcha. Hey, Cam, I got a question.
Yes.
Have they released a Borg card?
There's a couple of Borg on there. Yeah, creature type Borg.
All right. So I'm assuming
Hugh.
they have to have just a general Borg because they are all Borg.
But you also need Hugh.
Hugh? Oh, God, Hugh.
You
Yes.
need Hugh, that's right.
Okay, so
And Pissy Hugh.
Pissy Hugh.
So I'm sure there's going to be a bunch of army builder Borgs because there's not a whole lot of named Borgs. But we do have Borg Queen, the Borg Queen on a card already.
Yeah, Borg Queen, the Borg.
and then there's a Bioasset Allocator, which is a Borg card.
Yeah,
And I believe all the Borg are artifact creatures also.
they should be.
Yes, they are artifact creatures, and the Borg Queen gives a buff to artifact creatures you control to get +2, so they hit harder.
Now, I'm wondering if the Borg Cube is going to be a vehicle or not.
Oh, it absolutely will. They've already had spacecraft in Magic the Gathering. They've had planets in Magic the Gathering. They did that last fall. And everybody was like, they're seeding these ideas for the Star Trek set or for a space exploration set. We did not know Star Trek at the time.
Okay.
But now that we do, we're like, oh, obviously they were putting in spacecraft, and we're going to get spacecraft in the Star Trek set.
Dun, 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 dun.
And now we get sued.
So yeah, Borg Cube will be there. The ships will be there. Yes.
Excellent.
Oh, here it is. They've got USS Enterprise D Galaxy class as a lead legendary artifact spacecraft.
Is there a Ponfar card? Do you get to get Ponfar?
We don't know yet.
That'd be
I am
fascinating.
so fucking Ponfarred right now.
Was Time Amok a Ponfar related episode?
Amok Time?
Amok Time.
I don't know.
I see
as
Angry
an episode.
Spock on that, and I'm like, Angry Spock, that means Ponfar, pent up Spock.
pent up Spock.
Well, there's a couple of episodes where, so like the one where they're on the planet and they're getting taken over by the plants that dart everybody, and it makes his emotions fall, and so they're busy beaming the entire ship down onto the planet, and at that point, Kirk has to piss Spock off.
Doesn't he do that on a regular basis?
No.
Well, Spock doesn't show it.
Spock is so much smarter than Kirk. He doesn't not usually pissed off by him, but
yeah, he's curious about why he does that.
Yeah. Fascinating.
Well, and Cameron bringing up Amok Time gives me the chance to point out they've got enchantment sagas, and sagas in Magic the Gathering are cards where each turn you add a counter to it and it gains a new effect. When does that take place? At Upkeep?
At Upkeep.
At the beginning of your main phase, technically.
Okay.
But it shows a progression. So they've used it before when talking about actual lore sagas, going through time, showing a progression in a story. They've used it in the Doctor Who series for actual episode titles. And I believe here they're doing it again.
Yes, with episode titles.
Episodes.
Just remember, if you're playing under Ponfar, you must keep an erection at all times.
We will be checking.
Yes.
They do have In the Pale Moonlight as a saga, which is, I believe, generally regarded as one of the absolute best DS9 episodes.
Now I'm trying to remember the context of that episode. Because I watched most of DS9, if not all of it. So,
is In the Pale Moonlight the one where he gives his, it's easy to be... Hold up.
As we
it's
fact
easy
check.
to be a saint in paradise.
Yeah, is that where that line is from?
I do not know if that's the episode, but that's the line.
Sometimes I feel like I walk through a world made of cardboard. No, that's not the right
No,
speech.
that's Superman.
That's Superman.
Oh, no, that's in the Maquis part 2. That's one of my favorite.
Stage Toy has favorite DS9 episodes, but she doesn't know which ones they are.
And that's okay.
Okay, In the Pale Moonlight is the one where Sisko collaborates with Garrick to trick the Romulans into joining the fight by fabricating evidence of a Dominion plot to invade Romulus.
Ah.
So it's the one, they very much have Sisko set up as a foil to Picard.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's one of the ones where he is willing to really do whatever it takes.
It was funny. I didn't think that Garrick was going to be one of my favorite characters in DS9 initially. He grew on me quite so much.
Oh, okay. DS9 is far and away my favorite Star Trek series. When I talk to people about watching Star Trek, I'm like, you need to watch Next Gen.
Yes.
For the lore. To set up the universe, because I think it does it better than TOS, because TOS, they're figuring it out.
Right.
Next Gen, they have a consistent world built.
Yes.
You watch Next Gen long enough to understand really what the setup is, and then you watch DS9 to watch them take it apart.
And then you watch Voyager to watch them expand on it.
And turn into lizards.
Yes. Yeah. Wait, that was not Chakotay. Paris?
Yeah, Janeway in Paris.
Paris, yeah.
Turning into lizards because that's the end of evolution.
And then they had kids.
Well, yeah, but they did that on TNG anyway.
Did they?
They went through a process where they de-evolved. So Riker turned into...
Oh, yeah.
He turned into a Neanderthal.
No, that was a Worf.
No, Worf turned into some kind of Klingon creature that, there's
Oh,
not
he
an
did turn into
analogy.
a creature,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah. No, Riker turned into a Neanderthal. Picard was turning into... Oh, shoot. What's the primate that lives on Madagascar?
A lemur?
A lemur. He was turning into a lemur that couldn't make decisions. Yeah. Everybody was de-evolving.
That's an interesting take on. I remember the episode, but I don't remember the specifics for everything.
Yeah, no, and in Voyager, it was basically like their evolution was put on like a super fast track, so they reached like the end of their evolutionary line, which is ridiculous because the end of the evolutionary line is crabs.
Crabs?
Crabs.
Yeah.
Everything turns back into crabs.
Okay.
Yeah, 5 different species have developed individually into crabs.
The ideal body shape.
The idea.
Especially if you're going to live on Christmas Island.
Everybody likes that crab bod.
That crab bod.
What's that? The hot summer crab bod. Yeah.
Hot summer crab. All right. We've talked so much about Star Trek. We should move on to something else. We should move on to some movies that are coming out. So I'm really excited about Coyote versus Acme. I was one of those people like when they said, yeah, they made the movie, they completed the movie, and they shelved the movie because they just wanted the tax write-off. It's like, no. But you had all these people that put their heart, soul, work into this movie.
Will Forte.
Show me this fucking movie because I grew up with Warner Brothers cartoons. You know, you got your Bugs Bunnies, you got your Wile E. Coyotes, Roadrunners, all that stuff.
Well, not to drive that point home, those cartoons have existed since the 40s.
Yes, but again,
everybody's grown up with those. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Just
I get that. I apologize. I'm sorry, listeners, for taking my privilege of growing up in the 80s with my version of the Warner Brothers cartoons.
I grew up with Baby Looney Tunes.
Was it Baby Looney Tunes?
Baby Looney Tunes was
No, Baby Muppets.
Tiny Tunes.
Tiny Tunes and
Adventures,
Baby
and it was
Muppets.
I was like,
Muppet Babies.
Muppet Babies.
Yeah.
I was like, Baby.
I don't remember the name of it. I just remember that
But it
I
was-
watched it and liked it.
It was so formidable to her personality, and it had a name.
Yeah.
I'm reminiscing. What was it called? I don't remember.
Ducky go down the hole. Keys go down the hole.
Yeah.
See, and I was thinking that Acme versus Coyote, I loved Who Framed Roger Rabbit and
Yes.
Space Jam as a kid. Like, I don't know, that was really impressive having the whole live action
Yes.
and animated on screen at the same time. I remember as a kid, like, probably longer than I should have thought, I thought that, like, cartoons were real like actors were.
I get that.
Like, Reruns was them on stage again reperforming the plot or something like that. So
The Who Framed Roger Rabbit universe was hilarious, and it was very creative in the way they designed it. And they're just punching the clock and going to work, and et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah.
Even the birds that fly around your head.
Yep.
Yes. Oh, one thing about that I didn't find out until I was much older. The fact that Disney and Warner Brothers got into so many fights over, hey, this character have the exact same amount of screen time as this other one. They only show Bugs and Mickey in the one scene where I think Bugs comes down.
They're falling through the sky.
Yeah, and I think Bugs comes down first, and then as they're leaving the frame, Mickey leaves last, just so that way they have those few seconds to make the exact same amount. Same with Donald and Daffy when they're playing piano.
The serious amount of money that lawyers made to negotiate those two details is probably staggering.
Staggering.
One of my favorite things I still remember to this day is being a very small child. Right, that's how old it is. When the
Stone tablets, gotcha.
The Bugs Bunny and Roadrunner Saturday
listeners.
The Bugs Bunny and Roadrunner Saturday morning cartoon series came out, and they basically repackaged all this stuff previously that used to show when you would go to the theater, and that's what you would see these as shorts that would play in between your movies. Right? They repackaged it as a Saturday morning cartoon series, and the very first time the coyote ran off the cliff and then hung there. Until he realized he was hanging off the cliff. And then he fell. And that's funny.
Yes.
The atomic bomb cloud that he created because of the pause. The pause. Boom. And you get the atomic cloud. That cracked my goddamn ass up. That was just such a brilliant little piece of comedy.
I agree. So, yes, Coyote versus Acme. Which I was very surprised when I very first heard about them. Like, why has Coyote never sued Acme before? All the shit breaks on him.
I think you can't convey that in like a 3-minute cartoon and still make it entertaining for kids.
True. And at the time, they weren't doing continuous stories of things.
Yes.
Well, and frequently the plot was that no matter what Coyote did and no matter what device he came up with, from the Acme Corporation, Roadrunner was always smarter than he was.
This is true. Also, I think, wasn't there an episode where Bugs took over for Roadrunner?
I'm not recalling it.
I want to say there was an episode where Bugs Bunny took over for Roadrunner. He had like Acme speed pills to make him fast enough to go as the Roadrunner.
I don't remember this episode.
Yeah. I
was going to say, Coyote, the writers for Wile E. Coyote and the Roadrunner have very specific rules that they have to follow, in that the Roadrunner cannot harm the Coyote except for the mental taunt of beeping.
Beep beep.
Mimi.
Yeah.
Coyote can only be harmed by his own mistakes or Acme products.
Yep.
That's the only harm he's ever allowed to take. No speaking, and can never catch the Roadrunner. Like, those are the rules that they write within. And sometimes with shows, the longer they go on, the more likely the writers are to want to break the rule, to turn something on its head. And I just love that with the Coyote. These are the rules, and they will not be broken.
I have this list of rules as part of my desktop screensaver. So every so often I'll look up and they just pass by.
All right, so apparently...
Testing?
I'm here.
Whew, thank goodness. I'm telling you, that has been going on for a while.
The board, I need a new board.
Your Borg needs to be replaced.
My Borg?
Your Borg.
My Borg needs
Your Borg needs replacing.
All right, it needs to be assimilated.
Patrons, you can help assimilate the Borg here at the Gotham Press podcast into a new, better Borg.
New, better Borg. Yeah, I'll check to see how much we have in the coffers.
Updating software on your Borg. Updating software in your Borg. Please stand by to be assimilated. Updating software in your Borg.
Got. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Do not reboot Borg. Currently updating software.
All right. There are officially 5 episodes where Bugs Bunny stood in for Roadrunner.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah. Operation Rabbits. To Hair is Human. Rabbit's Feast. Compressed Hair. And Hairbreadth Hurry.
You have to give them kudos for some of the fucking puns as well.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I love the punny. I love the punniness of the series.
Yeah.
All right. But yeah, I'm wondering, because will Wiley win his lawsuit in this movie? Because he's got basically everything in his favor for this.
And he's technically the bad guy. I mean, his goals are not positive. He's a malicious agent.
But that's
But
that's not what
agent following the food chain, the predator prey.
Yeah, that's where I was going to counter my own point.
Okay.
But he is played off as the villain of these particular cartoons.
Right.
Our sweet and innocent Roadrunner just zipping down the highway in the Arizona desert, being attacked by the villain.
But villain or hero, that's not the factor when you're
by the
suing
way,
somebody for
why
your
hasn't
shit
he
not
starved
working.
to death yet?
He catches like small lizards and snakes and stuff in between episodes.
Between episodes.
They can't show that.
See, because I'm seeing here that, one of the rules is he cannot be physically harmed. So technically, Acme has not done physical harm. So the lawsuit's going to have to focus more on the mental harm and emotional suffering.
And their shit not working.
Seems like I can remember him as just a blinking pair of eyeballs and a bunch of soot from time to time.
Yes, that has definitely happened. Yay for nuclear explosions. Yeah, so for everybody.
Get your Acme rocket shoes here.
So Coyote vs. Acme will be coming out on the 26th of August.
By the way, if you've ever driven the surface streets in Arizona, they're not as nice as they look in the Bugs Bunny versus Roadrunner cartoons.
I've never been to Arizona to know.
I've driven through a few times.
I mean, they're better than Kern County's roads, but,
All right, so that's Coyote versus Acme. In the TV realm, and I'm not sure if we talked about this before, but in October, VisionQuest is finally coming out.
Finally.
Weren't they supposed to come out with this like 2 years ago?
I don't know.
But yeah, with all the Marvel stuff and the superhero fatigue, they had to rework everything. Now, Shock, what do you know about VisionQuest?
Unfortunately, I know very little because when I went looking for an actual trailer to watch for VisionQuest, all I got was some like fan-made spliced
stuff
together nonsense, very grainy, that just had bits and pieces from the end of WandaVision slapped onto other bits and pieces. It was very disappointing.
Seriously, was it as bad as the episode 2 trailer, quote unquote, that came out where they just like reworked a bunch of scenes from like Braveheart and just added in lightsabers to people running?
Yeah, it wasn't much better than that.
Yeah.
It's one of my, and you've heard me make this complaint before. It's one of my complaints about YouTube and trying to find actual trailers for things you want to see, where what you're actually getting is this kind of nonsense that's been spliced together that's not an actual trailer.
Right. And what I'm looking for is I'm wondering how close they're going to go to the actual comic that they're basing this off of. Because if I remember correctly, in the comics, when Vision became White Vision, he like lost all emotion that he had built up over time. And when he's trying to like regain that emotion, that's when I think he made his own family, like his daughter, Vision. And I want to say he made Jocasta at that point, I think, who was his wife. Yeah, it's been a while since I've like looked into those, but I'm just wondering how far they're going to go with this.
And I'm not well versed in those particular comics though, so
it's okay. It's okay. You will be as soon as the series comes out.
Possibly. I know I'm going to watch it.
Oh yeah, I'm 100% going to watch it.
I mean, WandaVision was fantastic.
Oh yes.
Oh yeah, I really loved WandaVision. Even though people complain like, well, you know, the way they did is stupid. Why did they started in like the old?
You can't make everybody happy. Kat Denning in a skin tight ringmaster costume. Yes. My God. More of that.
Hold on, Cam. You had a thought about that, it seems.
Yeah, Kat Denning was half the reason to watch that. No, it was a good series.
It was a good
Genuinely good. I love the way they set up the different reveals.
Yes, I really enjoyed that too.
It was very creative in the multi decade versions of each episode, and you know, I just enjoyed it, and you know, and I enjoyed Agatha all along. I can't remember what the other tie-in was, but yeah, I mean, all that stuff. I'm just like, as soon as the next one comes out, I'm devouring it and watching it.
We're gonna look. Hopefully, everything goes through fine. I was talking to somebody the other day about this. So you know they're coming out they're re-releasing Endgame.
Yeah.
And they're adding in extra scenes to link it more closely to Doomsday. It comes out in December.
I assume something like that. I'm about to rewatch Endgame when I get an opportunity. So,
and that's the thing is they're re-releasing in theaters with these extra scenes that weren't in the original movie.
Don't know that I'm going to theater to watch the new release. So,
right, which
although, God damn it, they're tying it into to Doomsday, right? And I know I'm going to see Doomsday in the theater.
And my thing is, I understand why they're doing it. I don't agree with it though. You have all this media that you put out between all this, and the way they're doing it makes me just feel like they don't trust what they've done up to this point.
They're retconning it. Yeah,
they're basically retconning it. It's like, oh, all the stuff except for these little key points doesn't matter for what we're putting out next, which just pisses me out because like you need to trust your fucking series at that point.
And for me, that just adds to the superhero fatigue.
I get it. The superhero fatigue is real. I get it.
It's like, why would I waste my time catching up on these series if I know Doomsday is discounting so much of it?
Exactly.
Outside of the fact that a lot of these are just genuinely good and tell excellent stories.
It's entertainment.
It is.
You know, I'm famous for having said this, I assume at this point. I like the Ryan Reynolds Green Lantern. It is not a good movie. It has plenty of plot holes to it. They brought in the giant big bad way too soon in the beginning, but I still like watching the movie. You know, it's still an enjoyable watch. And there's a particular scene in it that it's terrific, and I really like it.
Yeah, and for me, a lot of times media is just did I enjoy this?
That's all.
Yes, and most of the time, it's, that was fun. And then I get annoyed listening to people like nitpick it to death. And I'm like, that part's not fun for me.
So you accepted that this person was invulnerable and could defy gravity, but you got picky about that? Okay, you know, come on. Fucking pick your lane.
There is something to be said about internal consistency by like the showrunners, by the directors, etc. But not to the point. It's only the kind of things where it pulls you out going, wait, that doesn't make sense.
And as much as I like Peacemaker, both seasons, right? And really like James Gunn's Superman, as the minute he made his Superman movie, they went and retconned the ending of Peacemaker season 1.
Oh yeah, because of the scene with the Justice League.
Yes, they took out the Justice League and put in the Justice Gang.
Yes, the Justice
and
Gang.
even used the same fucking gags.
Yeah. Well, we'll see what happens.
But just as a tie-in to Star Trek, the showrunner for VisionQuest is the same showrunner as Picard Season 3.
Oh. Was not aware.
I was reading the Wikipedia article as the two of you were talking.
As you should. Listeners, this is where you get somebody that actually does proper research. Thank you so much.
A very good research assistant.
Well, I should have done it before this, but yeah, so VisionQuest development started in 2022. It's now 26 and it's just being released, but they did switch showrunners before development because Schaefer was going to be head writer, showrunner for Agatha all along.
And then that changed out.
And then they changed it out.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay, so all that's it. VisionQuest coming out October 14th. Also, in October, there's going to be another thing in this community if you're in the Bakersfield area. What's that thing called, Jock?
In October?
Yeah.
The tasting?
The tasting.
Yeah.
If you've never experienced a tasting, then you've missed out. A tasting is effectively a BDSM sampler platter of activities and sensations. Often we have makers and vendors there. It's a terrific experience, especially if you're new to the community. But also it's a great way to network with people and to expand your list of contacts. And the amount of positive energy you get from a day like that is hard to overemphasize.
One thing that I like about it as a relatively inexperienced bottom is that you go to a tasting and you work with very, very, very experienced tops, people who have a strong reputation within the community, who've been well vetted, and they show you what their
experience.
Yeah, well, what their I'm going for implement because I did a lot of impact at this last one, but they can show you what their impact can really look like.
Their skills.
Their
process.
Whatever it is that their booth is featuring.
Okay.
You now have an experienced top showing you what it can be like. So then if you go and you're like, let me find somebody local, and they start doing it, you're like, whoa, this...
Right.
It's not the same thing.
One of the things about when bottoms go to classes that you would think are for tops, skill related classes. One of the things they take away from that is this is how this skill should be performed. These are the safety things I should be aware of. This is kind of what this should feel like, so that when they're out experiencing that, as you've pointed out, they've got a better understanding. And they're not quite so...
They have a frame of reference.
Yeah, they're not quite so out in the wilderness going, I don't know, I don't really like this, but I guess this is what this is supposed to be, and I'm supposed to like it. Because a lot of people have experienced negative things from being in that position of, I'll say ignorance, but, ignorance is, we just haven't learned yet.
So something I will say, coming from the top side of things, as a bottom, if you feel something that doesn't feel right, speak up. We can't feel what you're feeling. So please let us know. We will look out. We will try to read your body language and all that. But if you don't say anything, we don't know. So always speak up.
A good top will do that.
Yes.
So that's why if you don't feel like you can speak up to your top, make sure you're friends with other bottoms in the community and say, hey, I had this experience. Like in Bakersfield, we have the Bakersfield Bottoms Club.
We do. And we have the lifestyle discussion.
Always opportunities to make sure you have connections with other people within the community so you can say, hey, I tried this. It felt like this. Is that what it's really like?
And when I spoke up, I was shut down. My voice wasn't heard. And I'm not sure if that's correct. Am I supposed to just shut my mouth and take it? Is that how it's supposed to work?
Never.
Only if it's been negotiated.
Yeah,
beforehand.
There we go. Only if it's been negotiated. Also, I was going to say, even if it's not a specific discussion event, just going to like a Wicked Wednesday or a Munch, there are going to be people there to talk to. So just get your words out for your experience, because you probably aren't the only person to have that experience.
And I will say, I'm sure you'll go more into the tasting in, like the August or September in preparation for it. But
Mm-hmm.
one of my favorite things about the tasting is trying something that you go into it thinking, I'm not going to like that, but I'm going to try it anyway. And finding out, oh, yes, I do like that.
Well, one of the things that people discover is, oh, I've heard of that. That doesn't sound fun. And they'll watch someone else experience it.
Yes.
And now suddenly they go, oh, I didn't know it was that. Fuck yeah, let me try that.
Which is actually why my very first tasting, there was somebody there doing a knife play booth. And it was on my absolutely not list until there are a number.
Are you okay? You seem to have lost your train of thought there.
Until there were a number of ladies at one of the wickets leading up to it saying, oh, he's doing knife play again. You have to do that. That's the best booth at the tasting.
Aw. Well,
Several.
Okay, I didn't know this was going to turn into that kind of conversation. But okay.
So, Shock, you're saying this like you know who this person was.
Well, no. My ego is probably leaping ahead for me, but I know I've done knife play on her at a tasting, so I'm making certain assumptions.
Yes, it was Shock Doc's knife play booth at the tasting. I had completely written it off until there were several women at the tasting saying that it was a
transformative
experience. And so I said, okay, and I took that leap of faith based off of what is essentially vetting.
Yes.
From members of the community. And it was, and I've talked about it several times since then, my favorite booth and my favorite experience at that tasting.
Yay. Shock, you're a favorite.
Well, that's going on the fucking resume.
Shocking.
That was the same tasting where I sampled paddles for the first time. I was like, fuck this.
Yes.
Yeah, but that's what a tasting's for. That's literally what a tasting is.
You learn what you like and what you don't like.
But there's also the person who's doing it affects the experience, which is why many, many, many months later, I trusted Cap with giving me a paddling.
Yes.
And I was pissed off and angry the entire time. Why is he doing this to me? I don't like it. This is pissing me off.
Because you asked for it.
I did ask for it, and I appreciated that experience of it bringing that emotion to me.
Yes.
To me, it was not a negative experience. It was an interesting one. But fuck paddles. I hate them.
Was it ultimately educational, though?
Very educational, and it helped me really solidify my limits.
Right. Her hatred of paddles.
Well, yeah, absolutely.
Well, paddles used as in their normal state. Using the sidewheel paddle sometimes, though, it's fine.
It's specifically smooth paddles because I do like textured paddles, and I do like the edge of paddles, which to me reaches more into the caning sensation.
Mm-hmm.
So,
listeners, if you have toys, you can use them in multiple ways. Experiment. All right, let's move forward here. So I have this because my birthday just passed and I'm feeling a bit old. So kinky sex as you get older.
Yes, Captain, please tell us all about kinky sex now that you're old.
Shock, you're a young man and one day you'll get there as well. But once you hit a certain age, things don't work as well as they used to sometimes. And your body, it changes.
So I'm in my 30s. I believe I'm the youngest one at this table. Except maybe Shock. He might be a few years younger.
Maybe.
I have shirts your age.
But I think for me, technically, based off of science and research or whatever, at my age as a woman, I'm hitting like the peak of my sexuality. And I felt that change, but at the same time, I have my own physical limitations due to my body hating me. And adapting to that, I just had a very pleasant time performing Impact on my favorite bottom.
Mm-hmm.
And this morning I'm feeling it. And so I know that for the next week, I have to be especially gentle with myself. And I'm finding because of my physical limitations, I have to spend the time preparing myself for an event like that, and then I have to spend time recovering. And it's not like when I was in my 20s where I could have just gone for it.
Just do it.
Could have just done it 3 or 4 days in a row.
Yeah.
Hours at a time.
And eventually, your body will get better, right? Yeah. No, mine is age and the way I have terribly treated my body over the years. Fast food is not your friend once you hit a certain age. It's never your friend, but it's worse. And so for me now, it's a matter of, hey, I have all these amazing toys and all these amazing things I want to do. I say, okay, let's do this. And I will go. And my body says, oh, you done fucked up. But me being who I am, body, you're fine. You'll get over this. The next day, dear God, the next day, as Stage Toy was saying, listen to your body. It's leading you towards the right things. And if you don't, it's going to fuck with you badly.
My body wants milkshakes, double bacon cheeseburgers, and naps. So don't always listen to your body.
Well, that's specifically the dopamine center of your brain wants that.
Yeah,
that's not your whole body.
I'm aware. I know. But it's the loudest fucking portion. Trust me.
Well, what I like...
The minority.
What I liked from the article that you linked for this topic, which is an older couple, it sounds like they connected with each other
right
after they were both widowed.
Right. They were friends already.
Yes.
And then they both became widowed within a few months of each other.
Yeah.
Cancer's fucking terrible.
Yeah. But that experience of losing your spouse can really connect people too. But I like the way they talked about it, where it was bringing kinky sex back into their life has heightened their experience with life. I think specifically the woman in the couple talked about how she's really found herself and built her confidence and her happiness.
Yes.
Through exploring kink, because she had never done anything kinky. He had started exploring it with his wife, and he brought her into it.
And he was basically the initiator at that point for all this.
Yeah.
So
I really enjoyed reading her experience of how much it has enhanced her life, even though she didn't get into it until much later.
Right. And that's the thing of, you're never too old to start your journey into kink.
Yeah. But, also, I'll counter that's also a dopamine response. You take someone who saw sex as, emotional and bonding and vanilla and, it's sweet and it's nice. And you give them something that's intense and creates this enormous dopamine response. And suddenly it's like, oh, shit. You've opened up a whole new world because now we're chasing that dopamine response. I'm not saying there's anything negative about that. It can awaken an enormous amount of things in people, that kind of excitement. People will do it when they've jumped out of an airplane, when they've climbed their first fucking mountain, etc. They suddenly get the dopamine response and like, I've got to do this over and over again.
And on that first magic carpet ride. There you go. You said a whole new world, and the song started playing in my head.
New world.
Yeah. Well, and I would expect kink is potentially easier to adapt to physical limitations than things like jumping out of a plane.
I mean, it's a lot cheaper too.
Technically, jumping out of a plane, all you have to do is just fall.
Gravity will bring you to the bottom one way or the other. But yeah.
Yes. Fall and not pass out before.
But, there's a mechanism about what makes that exciting and what makes that the thing you want to experience over and over again is the dopamine response. As a top, if you understand what you're doing, what you're giving the bottom and what that experience is often giving you is the dopamine response. And it's why when people get into subspace really hard, they're basically fucking high.
Well, and it's not just the dopamine, it's all the endorphins, it's all the happy hormones.
Yeah. And that's in a sense addictive.
But what I got from the article that he linked was that it can enhance your life, and there's ways to work around your body changing.
Mm-hmm.
For me, it's with my nerve problems, and coming up, it's going to be adjusting my kink journey with my pregnancy, But reading that is just like, there's ways to keep my kink alive, regardless of how my body changes.
Well, and I also saw it as a really good lesson in good communication.
Yes.
You know, he didn't go ahead and have these fantasies and positive memories about his previous experience with his wife and just keep them to himself. He shared them, and she was open to them, and that led them both to opportunities that have become positive.
That whole thing about open and honest communication.
Yeah.
I think that's worked out for my husband and I. Open and honest communication leading to a lot of new experiences.
Yes.
He's like, yes.
Communication good. Who'd have thought?
Communication. Yes, communication good.
But you know what? Yeah, but actually, and part of the point I'm making isn't just the talking, it's the listening and the positive reception, and not being judgmental or being, oh, they had a good experience with a former partner, therefore I must be failing them, therefore I'll never be able to match that, I'm going to lose them, and the spiraling out of control because someone was honest with you.
You know, it's funny. I was actually having a conversation with somebody recently they were telling me about one of their early experiences with poly, and how they were fine with their partner. Basically, they were in a situation where there were a lot of women available and not that many guys. So she just so happened to start dating a guy, and he's like, well, we're going to have to, be poly. And she's like, okay. He's like, you're not jealous? No, just, let me know if you're going to do something so I know. And he would tell her all about all the things he was doing. The one time she went and had sex with somebody else, and it was apparently a really good session, and she said something, he's like, oh my God, you can't do that. Why not? Because you're the girl in this. What the fuck does that mean?
Well, there is, it's an entire trope at this point, an enormous amount of stories about guys that are very poly as long as they have a lot of women, and not particularly poly and when their partner discovers that they're hot and desirable by a lot of men. Suddenly they're both their manhood and their insecurities are very challenged by that.
Yeah. She was saying she should have known that the red flags were flying and the alarms were blaring, but they talked and it was fine until she found somebody else that was interested in her. Right. And then all of a sudden, you're going to cheat again?
There's a meme floating around right now that's I love the entire poly discussion trope about can you help me because I've convinced my wife to try swinging and I've discovered I'm a troll and she's a super hot MILF that everybody wants to bang.
See, and those tropes are so interesting to me because I found that when my husband and I opened our marriage, we kind of had the opposite happening. I was struggling with a lot of feelings because I wasn't finding any partners. And it's a mix of, I could have had really easy casual hookups.
Yeah.
But finding somebody...
Connections.
Yeah, finding a real connection with somebody I was actively interested in was hard. And I think he'd had 2 partners before I found somebody else. And it was...
Cam is nodding along at this point, listeners.
Yeah, I can't hear the nodding. Yeah.
It's. I mean, I don't know. This is of course, just personal experiences and talking with people over the years. But it's very seldom that we've decided to try poly. So now we've both immediately met positive, good partners, and everything's equal in that aspect. The idea that
quality is very hard in this.
Yeah, one partner or the other tends to make a connection first is much more common, I think.
Yeah, and well, technically we got into this as swingers, but one, it's hard to get into local swinger communities. Like we couldn't even find one, which is why we showed up at a Wicked. We were like, kinky people fuck.
Yeah, sometimes.
We do.
And we've had some success within that, but we very quickly could not find a couple that we were both equally interested in. Finally, I was like, I'm done with this. You go do your thing on your own. We'll do this separately. And yeah, so there's a part of me that understands where the men are coming from in this poly trope of my partners having so much luck and finding people they're really connecting with.
I think the difference being that did you push Cam because you really, really, really wanted to get into swinging and he was a little reluctant, and now that you're in it, you find out he's really popular and you're not? Because that's really kind of what the trope is.
No.
Right.
We were getting ready to go on a cruise, and he's like, made some kind of joke about, the reputation that cruises have for swingers.
Oh,
which
for
is
diarrhea. I'm sorry.
which is patently untrue. If you want to find swingers on a cruise, you go on a swingers cruise.
Yeah.
You just have to look for the door with the upside down pineapple and know that's the door. That's the room.
Yeah, but he made a joke about it and made some comment about, we should get some condoms, and I was like, okay. He's like, okay, and I was like, yeah, okay. Paraphrase, but I'm like, that's basically the conversation I remember.
There was also, you had pictures of a friend's boudoir photo shoot up, and I was like, oh, she looks pretty fine in those pictures. I'd love to be in a sandwich or something like that, some silly remark. And then you were like, that just got a good reaction from my body. I think that was around the same time as the cruise. So those were kind of the events. But with it we were looking at swinging, and I think we just realized we're both not totally casual. Neither of us want to go to a party, meet an immediate hookup,
complete
and
strangers,
go to bed. Complete strangers. Yeah. So I think that's where the trope is, the disconnect. There's these people that are, more vanilla adjacent, and they're like, our sex life in marriage isn't so great. And then they're like, let's open it up.
Absolutely.
And then it turns into, the guy's really surprised that there's far less women that want to fuck him than compared to the men that are lining up to fuck his wife.
Yep.
I thought you were going to say the men that line up to fuck him.
Yeah. But that's the casual side. When we are looking for a quality connection, somebody that we can talk with.
I think the problem is there's such a dearth of quality men that the quality women can attach themselves easily and quickly. Once they're like, oh, hey, he's not a dick, he's not a creep, and he listens and he communicates.
Shock, quit taking all the quality women.
I really know what to say about that.
But I think it does tend to be such a rarity that when a good man shows up, there's a lot of interest. And I think even within Wicked, you can see that pattern. Because when somebody new shows up, especially a man, especially a top, there is so much attention and so much focus on him.
That's true. I've seen it's like everybody's like, is he like we just had someone earlier this year come to I think he only came to like 2 or 3 Wickeds, and the first time I was having conversation with some of the female members that come to Wicked, and they were like, that guy, is he a regular? I'm like, hey, it's his first time. Everybody's kind of weird their first time. Give him a chance. The second time he showed up, did pretty much the same exact stuff. And it's like, oh, I had to pull the guy aside several times to talk to him about things.
Several times. Oh, that's a bad sign.
It is. And then at the end of it all, he's kind of like, you know what? I don't think this is going to work for me. You know what, Cap? You're pretty cool, but the rest of these, if they're going to complain about these little things, yeah.
Yeah, so when that's the majority of men showing up, and then somebody who's genuinely interested in learning, genuinely good at communication, when they show up, there's a lot of attention. And I think that might be why my husband and I had such a different experience. Because there's a number of emotionally mature, excellent communicators on the female side.
Yes.
And I'm talking about this in a very binary way.
Yes.
So I want to acknowledge that and just acknowledge that, like, he's had a non-binary partner. I've had non-binary people that I've been interested in. But I'm speaking about this in a very binary way because it's easier. Plus, most members of the trans community, most, not all, some of them are massive dicks.
Okay.
But a good majority of people within the trans community fall under the excellent communicators, emotionally mature, etc.
And from my cishet male perspective, it's a matter of they kind of need to be because of how they've had to kind of grow up in these things and things they've had to deal with.
Yeah, and again, it comes down to people's life's experiences and how they've been socialized and how they've learned. But
You mean like a learned defensive response?
Something like that. Okay. Let's. What?
so, what was the start of that topic?
Yes,
what were we?
topic.
Kinky sex as you get older.
As you get older, communication, and that was where we.
Yes.
Yes. But I think we talked well about that. We're going to move to the next thing. Apparently, there's going to be a live reading of The Secretary.
No.
And
Secretary.
I'm sorry, Secretary.
Just secretary. Yeah.
Just Secretary.
and who's going to be Mr. Gray?
Who is going to be Mr. Gray?
Gillian Anderson.
Yes, Gillian Anderson.
Who's going
Yeah.
to be the horse?
That's Secretariat.
No.
No, Tobey Maguire's the horse, right?
How would Tobey Maguire? Yes.
It's going to make me Gillian my Anderson if this is as good as it promises. Yeah.
I'm like, there's so many queer women I know who are like, yes, mommy, about Gillian Anderson. But my understanding reading the article is there may not be a recording of this. It may be live only.
And if it is, whoever got those tickets, hopefully was going to be very happy about it.
Sad trombone sounds. Womp, 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 womp.
Shock, they'll let you in, I'm sure. Your reputation precedes you. Shock Doc's here? I'm sorry, DJ DS is here? We have to let him in.
He's going to do the sound effects for the live reading. He's going to do the mood music.
It's going to be a tricorder sound.
A really deeply heartfelt line spoken from a dramatic actress, and I'm in the background going, "Bom chicka wow wow." Yeah. Usher me right to the front, baby.
So when they say live reading, they're just talking like a reader's theater kind of thing?
Yeah, stage reading.
Stage
Okay.
reading. Yeah, so I saw that, I was like, okay, that's pretty cool. Because I didn't think that Gillian Anderson was into all that until I saw her in, what's the name of the show?
It's
Sex Education.
Yeah, I'm very good in that show.
Oh, I love that show.
I love
Yeah.
that show.
Yeah, so I saw that, I was like, she, okay.
Well, and then hold up. They reference Camp Miasma.
I don't know Camp Miasma.
So they talk about that movie a lot. It tells the story of a young queer director who feels ashamed of her need for unconventional sexual intimacy and who finds a compassionate ear in an older actress.
Oh my.
And those two, the young queer director and the compassionate older actress, that's Einbinder and Anderson who are doing the reading.
Right.
So they've already played
These four
together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the chemistry is going to be there. Hopefully. Hopefully it's more Secretary and less 50 Shades.
Have you seen the movie?
50 Shades?
No, Secretary.
It's his favorite movie.
Oh, yeah. No,
Always, okay.
I've seen it several. I've shown it at movie night more than once.
I thought so, but
Yeah.
you seem for a moment I thought you seemed unfamiliar with the exact.
No.
Okay.
Yeah. Scenes in it. Anyway.
See, and that's why I asked about. It's just like a stage reading, reader's theater kind of thing. Because
They're not going
I'm
to be doing any actual acting anything out.
Yeah, I don't
No.
think they're going to.
I don't think so.
They're
Well-
sitting in chairs and reading. Sorry.
well, no, because my question was a practical question. Because my favorite scene is when she's bratting out for his attention.
The worm
Yeah, and he has her bend over his desk.
and spanks her.
No,
Oh, you're right. He doesn't.
he jacks off onto
Yeah.
her ass.
That's right.
That's my favorite scene. And I'm like,
I feel like
I don't know
someone
that
will,
she can do that.
I feel like someone will be doing sound effects for the stage. No, I do.
You.
I actually. No, fuck. What have I gotten myself into? But
Gillian Anderson, hopefully.
Because what good does it do to be playing out a verbal spanking scene if no one's in the background creating the spanking?
The spanking sounds, yeah. Like, one of my favorite scenes is the very opening of the movie with her in the arm bar trying to do all the things. Yes. What?
I've never seen
No, I'm sorry. I'm looking at her.
I was like, yeah, that one's okay. It's just,
I liked it.
Yeah, for me, I think it's just like looking at it from like a movie perspective. I'm like, it just feels like a shock value scene.
It is, but she's looking fucking hot in the scene. Okay, I'm a guy. That works for me. It works for many people, I'm sure.
And they're probably not going to recreate the honeymoon scene, which is my second favorite.
They most likely are not.
And there's no dialogue to that.
There's not.
No, but I want to see Gillian Anderson with a strap on fucking somebody up against a tree.
I mean,
yeah.
Which I won't get, and it's fine. But
I'm okay with it.
As the single tear rolls down.
It's okay. It's fine.
Everybody in the theater crying because I didn't get to see it.
I'm not upset. You're upset. Fuck you.
Also, listeners, if you have not seen Secretary, definitely give it a chance.
Cap and I have talked a lot about Secretary and its portrayal of BDSM and my complaints about it.
Yes, there are many complaints, but it's, in my opinion, far better than some of the other offerings out there that are more popular, quote unquote.
I think other offerings have pluses and minuses because they're all telling different stories.
Yes. Do not take your kink from 50 Shades, please.
You can take inspiration from it, though.
Inspiration.
It's a good negotiating scene.
Ha! Ha! Ha!
He immediately ignores the negotiation,
yes.
But it's a good negotiation.
No, I agree with that. I agree with the negotiation.
Because you know what's lacking from Secretary? Any negotiation at all.
Yeah, it's just all, he just instinctively knows what she wants, and that's the hot turn on. And, that's how fucking mistakes are made.
No, he completely ignores her wants and needs for himself at the beginning.
At the beginning, yes.
Yeah, but apparently that's what she wanted and needed.
Which I get. But...
yeah, all right.
But no, it's a discussion Cap and I have had.
Yes.
But I will say the article does make me want to watch Camp Miasma, however you say that word.
Either way, I believe.
Myopic.
I
can see it, but I can only see it up close.
Have to check it out at some point. All right. Let's see. What is next on here? Oh, yeah. Dangerous kink. I read the story. I say, what the fuck?
Hey, your kink is not my kink.
So
not everything's okay.
Who titled this?
I did.
You did.
Dangerous kink.
Why?
Because it's a matter of you are doing this out in a public area.
Why is that dangerous?
Hold on. I'm getting there.
Okay.
You're doing this out in a public area where anybody could possibly walk up, doesn't know what's happening, and you are plastic wrapping someone to a street pole. And I think they said it was like,
I think it's New York.
Well, I know it's in New York. What I'm saying is, okay. I was going to say as far as like the weather outside,
100-degree heat.
Yeah, 100-degree heat.
Oh yeah. Sorry.
Okay. So what portion of this is? I'm asking him. What portion of this is specifically the dangerous part to you?
Plastic wrapping somebody in 100-degree weather.
Right.
Plastic wrapping somebody out in the public where if some random person shows up, like, oh, that's crazy, can do whatever, and they're stuck.
So the vulnerability to the chaos of the unknown.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's the dangerous part in my mind.
And then the heat.
And the heat.
And I feel like the milk was supposed to keep them from overheating.
Right. It was supposed to. I'm just like.
Well, and
weird choice, but you know, yeah.
Yeah.
Here's a picture.
No, I've seen the pictures.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I read the article.
Yeah.
But the problem I had with it was I was trying to figure out why you specifically
thought it was dangerous.
Thought it was dangerous, right?
Yeah,
in a fully negotiated scene.
It's fully negotiated, but it's still the factors in that seem dangerous to me.
Gotcha.
So the other part of what we're missing, because it was not included in the article at all, is what risk mitigation they had in place.
True. I don't know what negotiations they had.
Are her safety scissors handy? Does she have a backup team member there?
Is this something? Well, because they had a camera set up. So does she have an assistant there? Is this something that they've practiced before so that they understand his responses? Because I know, for example, on a vinyl bed, a rubber bed,
mm-hmm.
A vacuum bed.
the recommendation is to go for for your first time, have a short experience and build up to it, so that you know how your body reacts and you find the ways to communicate. And we don't know how much they've done here.
Well, and correct me if I'm mistaken, he actually isn't, once you got him bound, that takes time. This is not something that happens instantly.
Right.
Once you got him bound, he wasn't really bound up particularly long, correct?
I don't remember how long it said
it's like 30 minutes, 15 minutes.
15-minute stunt.
15 minutes stunt.
Okay, yeah. But still,
so that's start to finish, right? Not just secure.
If it's start to finish, she wrapped his ass up fast. That implies other assistance.
Okay. Still, though, 15 minutes in plastic wrap in 100-degree heat.
But she was in that
dumping the milk on it. I get it's supposed to
dumping
cool
cold
off.
liquid on him the entire time. So, I mean, I understand why, and that's what I wanted to know. Why did you think it was dangerous?
Yeah.
Because while I wouldn't fucking do it, for a couple of reasons, and one specifically, it's just out in public. I don't want to do it in public. Clearly, he wanted it.
Right.
I don't know that just having socks on concrete and blacktop in 100-degree weather was really sufficient to keep your feet from fucking blistering.
Right.
But I wanted to know why you thought it was dangerous. What was the actual danger that you perceived? And if she's got a team supporting her, then there's a good possibility there's someone there to keep the crowds back. Because you notice that in that photograph, there's nobody around them.
Right. I did notice that, yes.
And if they're in any kind of busy street in New York, you would assume there's pedestrians.
There's somebody there, right?
So I feel like someone is keeping the crowd back.
Keeping the crowd at bay.
Yeah, and the article did not address what risk mitigation
exactly.
it had in place.
And it did mention that she makes up to $10,000 for a scene.
Right.
A day.
You can hire fucking security for that kind of money.
You can, but again, they didn't actually say that.
It doesn't specify.
Right, and without that, somebody that's not me that doesn't have.
I would.
Hold on. No, I'm just saying somebody that reads that without, like I've had my experiences in the kink world.
Right.
Somebody just reading that's like, oh, that sounds cool. I'm going to do that with my girlfriend, wife, boyfriend, whoever.
A little knowledge being dangerous.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's why that's another reason why I'm just like that's.
But I would propose that you could say that about a lot of things.
Yeah, what you can. This is just this specific article that I'm going off of. But yeah, I just saw that. I was like, oh no, hell no, don't do that like that. Without saying something about. Like, again, there could have been months of negotiation prior to this that we don't know about.
And there likely was.
And hopefully there was. But just as a news article saying, oh, hey, this thing happened. And it's like, okay, and what else happened with that? Because I see, if I walked up and saw something like that just out on the street.
So then are you more upset about the scene or about it being published?
Both, technically. Because I'm upset about... I'm not upset about the scene if all of the safety precautions were there.
Right.
But without knowing that, I just have that immediate gut reaction of, oh, fuck. Is this another thing that's going to make us look dangerous and all that in the public eye?
Contribute to the stigma.
There we go.
Yeah, but you also can't make everybody happy.
You can't.
Just existing as a BDSM community makes us seem like devil worshippers and unsafe and heathens, and it's all the fun stuff. So,
well, yeah.
I'm like this. They're not wrong. I mean, that first part maybe, but
I mean, you haven't gone to the worship lately?
No. Anything that smacks of sacrilege is on a very hard limit red for me. So,
well, I don't believe in Satan any more than I believe in God. So, no, I'm not a devil. I'm not a Satan worshiper, and I don't believe in worshiping anything. Except beauty. Look outside, man. It's gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
Some days.
Yes.
Well, I really like the way that there's the safety consideration. There's a lot of discussion about kink in public.
Right.
Which I have my own feelings on. But I did really love the way the Dom spoke about the experience and the intent there. And how basically by turning him into essentially a sculpture, he's fully dehumanized, and I'm like, I can understand what he gets out of it.
Right, which I get that too. I do. It's just the initial like gut, oh my God kind of thing, which is what I was going off of when I initially put that in there.
Well, seeing that, I wonder if their sensationalism in the article produces your sensational reaction.
Which is what is probably
Yeah,
written in that way
it is.
to do that.
Yeah.
But it's also one thing I do have to give it credit for is causing conversation, which I'm all for. I'm all for things that cause good conversation.
I'm not personally up for let's march our sexuality or kink into the street where we subject it per se to people that aren't interested in watching.
Right.
That's why I like events that we know are purely adult. But,
Like I had not a scene per se, but I had a thing where someone was bratting at me and I kind of grabbed them to like, okay, we're putting a stop to this right now. And I took them into the play space where there were people in there. And she was like, there are too many people. I'm like, okay, we don't have to do this here. Took her to a private area, spanked her, gave her a little bit of act right, and then we continued on with the evening. Yeah. So, I get that. We don't want to just like, hey, everybody, I'm doing this thing.
Well, as an example, doing the same thing against the street sign outside. Every head in the room is shaking no, right?
Yeah, no.
I mean, the only difference is because New York City is large, they feel there's a certain anonymity in being on that particular street corner. But I wouldn't do it out there. I wouldn't want to do it on the street in New York City just because no one happens to know my specific name.
Well, and I think another thing about it happening in New York City is we don't know the area that they did this in. It could be like the middle of a warehouse district where there's not likely to be a lot of people.
That's absolutely true.
Yeah.
Definitely not. Out here, there's going to be family and there are going to be children.
Yeah, we don't want that.
But they might have chosen a place specifically because there's a low likelihood of families being in the area. They might have been like, we want to be...
Low likelihood is not zero.
Exactly.
It's not an adult-only event. Which is my only objection to what they've done, is that if you march adult-themed events out into public spaces, then you are, you're
taking a risk.
I'm not... And it's just my comfort level. No more than I'd want to bend someone over and fuck them on that street corner. I don't particularly think it's a good idea to practice anything that falls in that realm of kink sexuality on a street corner where people that are like, dude, I was just going to work. I didn't sign up for this.
I was just trying to go to work today.
I didn't pay the door fee and Folsom Street Fair to get in here where I knew this was going to be an adult-themed event. Here, this is the place to practice this.
What, I'm sorry. What's that audience member? Come closer.
Could have closed the street corner wherever they were doing it. Got encroachment.
They could have closed the street corner. So I was watching the short video clip, and there is actually a couple of bystanders that walk by.
Yeah, and within the article they talk about the bystanders and that part of what she's doing this is for the reaction. She views it as performance art.
I don't have the article, so
Right.
purely what you guys have said.
Yeah, performance art.
Which means she wants the audience.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And I'm sure for him that's part of the kink.
Oh yeah, she's very clear he's got a humiliation kink,
Right.
public humiliation.
Right.
How dare he allow her to do that thing to her? What kind of man is he?
And also, I don't think I'm in a position to tell them you can't do that.
We're not, because we are thousands of miles away.
I think the most ridiculous part of this entire thing isn't the location. It isn't the bondage. It isn't the milk. It isn't whether he's got fucking grippy socks on. It's the nipple tape that she has to wear to be in public. That is completely fucking ridiculous. And I'll stand by that to my dying day.
Why is that, Shock?
Because they're nipples. They're not fucking inherently dirty. They're not evil. They're not sinful. They're nipples. If his nipples could be uncovered, her nipples should be able to be uncovered. That's the double standard on that is just fucking stupid.
Yay for double standard.
Nipples give us life, and we go, ooh, but they're dirty and gross, and they'll send us to hell. Fuck you.
Stop thinking about nipples that way.
Yes, exactly.
Nipples
Stop
are
body
great.
shaming women. Good
Well,
fucking God.
That feeds in even to people's reaction to children's nipples. So it's any level of femaleness,
Oh,
nipples become sexual.
okay. I was like, huh? Wait, yeah.
No, it's male children running around,
Yeah.
shirtless, whatever. Girl child running around with the exact same chest as the boy.
It's suddenly
Horrific.
dirty. Yeah, right.
And what we're concerned with is some creepy old man sexualizing.
Yes.
And this is a very American thing.
It is.
America, oh fuck.
Fuck yeah.
I wish they would have put a spin on the article instead of making it sound, shocking. Could they be praising the dominatrix? She keeps the man fresh and free from spoiling by saran wrapping him.
That's right.
She supports the local dairy farmers.
yes, she does. God. Thank you for that, Cam.
Thank you. Yes.
To extrapolate on the nipple thing, it is part of why breastfeeding in public is shunned and women avoid it. And, it's fucking stupid. Just fucking stupid.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen so many clips of it'll be a woman starting to getting ready to breastfeed and somebody, oh my God, you're doing that right there?
Yeah.
There's a room for that. You should go get out of the public. People are going to see you.
Right.
It's like, shut up, Karen. All right. Let's move on from those stranger
Nipples.
dangerous things. Yes, nipples, stranger dangerous. So who out here knows of kink.com?
I went to kink.com for the first time today.
Really?
I don't watch videos.
Okay.
I watch GIFs. I go to Google Image and I search up.
You've just dated yourself.
I search various keywords followed by caption porn GIF.
A good research student like you should be publishing the list, but go on.
Lately, it's been misogyny.
Interesting.
What a dirty thing for a woman to say.
How dare she?
Sometimes I just go with caption porn GIF, and then I just kind of scroll through until something's like, oh yes, my body's into that today. All right, let's explore. You get a lot. I have to usually
I'll have to have a conversation about this with you at a later time.
what's the word for the specific Boolean? I have to Boolean minus sissy.
Oh,
okay.
yeah. So much
Sissy caption porn.
Right. It's that's not what I'm looking for. Dear God. Anyway.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying. To subtract it from the search.
Subtract it from the search.
Right.
Yeah, because the moment you put caption this
Anything.
sissy.
It is.
Not saying there's anything wrong with sissies that want to be into that. It's not what I'm looking for.
So much porn revolving around transsexual women is all about humiliation, and it's
Emasculation and all that. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry, audience member. You made a motion.
Just sissy could be a whole topic.
Sissy is a whole topic, and when you do your being trans in the community episode, you should get their opinions on the sissy trend.
I will have to do that. All right. Back to what we were originally talking about.
Kink.com. What is kink.com?
So kink.com is a website that primarily was for many years ran out of a location called the Armory up in San Francisco. And our other audience members yes.
I knew it well.
You knew it well. And back in 2018, to many people's surprise, they sold the Armory and had to move out. And I thought they had just completely moved out of San Francisco. Apparently, they just kind of moved to smaller locations, but now they are moving back into a large location on Mission Street again, which was the building itself had a history of
Corruption.
That's the word I was looking for. A history of corruption.
Government corruption specifically.
Yes, government. Because, as we know, nobody in government can really be corrupt. No? Nothing? Okay, cool.
Anyway.
I'm going to vomit.
And it was specifically to do with a government contracts sort of scandal happening. I didn't read into details a lot on that, but it was a big deal.
Back when it happened, yeah.
Yeah, and the building that they purchased, I believe, was owned by the consulting company that helped to handle the contracts.
Yeah. So now,
unless I'm misreading that.
I'm pretty sure you're right.
Cam, you're making faces.
No, I'm making faces at the Reddit comments on the article.
I think you have a pretty good summarization. I mean, every detail may not be exact, but I think for the for our conversation or for our topic, it's sufficient.
Yes. And I was looking at the pricing on things. So originally, back in 2002, whenever he bought it originally, he said he bought it for $14.4 million when he opened up the armory.
Right.
Sold it for $65 million and is opening up this new spot, or bought this new spot for $14.9. Still coming out millions of dollars ahead.
I was hoping that they turned a nice, tidy profit off that.
Just a bit. $30 million. I mean, dropping the bucket to some people, but
You.
God, I wish. But yeah, no, I was. I'm hoping that they start kicking back up production as they had back in the day. So yeah, kink.com. Like I had been there before I knew what they actually were. I was like, oh, I'm into some of that. I'm not into that. Oh, but I am into that. Oh, they had such a wide variety of things that you could just kind of go through and check.
I'm not into that. Scrolls down, scrolls back up.
Scrolls?
No, okay. I don't think I am. No.
Yeah.
I'm going to bookmark that.
We'll check back on that later. Oh yeah. So yeah, that's I'm really hoping that becomes a thing. I didn't realize like how apparently they were just a couple streets over from the original Armory location, and then now moving back to Mission Street. It's like, oh, well then.
Well, what I'd misunderstood from the thing is I was thinking it was the same building.
No, it's not the same building. Oh, if they left the Armory, sold it for $65, and then came back for like that much less. Oh God,
No, I was thinking that's what had happened.
Yeah, no. The Armory is its own thing again now.
So I'm thinking about discussions that I've read around porn and especially BDSM porn.
Mm-hmm.
So with that in mind, I want to ask, because like I said, I don't watch videos. But does kink.com include any negotiation within their videos, or is it usually just right to business?
No, they I think they do have a lot of, like, they talk about it quite a bit, and not every one of their videos, but they do have like, hey, this is this.
Were they the place that you'd have
Upper Room?
No, they'd have the interview with the model, and they'd be talking about, today we're going to be doing this, we're doing that. It would all be filmed, and you ready to get started? Yeah, let's do this.
Yeah, they did that.
And then it's the intense bondage and humiliation and et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah, because they wanted people to understand, hey, going in, this isn't something that somebody had been coerced into, or all of that.
Or kidnapped off the street.
Yeah, exactly.
And then they would follow up on some of the videos. They'd follow up afterwards and talk to the model after the scene had played out. And, they'd been through, more orgasms than any human being could stand to have, and get feedback afterwards.
Yes.
Okay. I was also just seeing something on Facebook, and it was interviews with people who've performed in porn where I was told what the scene was, but not what we were going to be filming, but not the intensity of it, or things were added in last minute. And it was in response to somebody who was like, porn actors are getting paid. They're not being coerced into this. So I'm thinking, especially on something like kink.com, which is going to be a lot, because I think one I saw just scrolling through was a woman with her pussy like clothespinned open or something.
Yeah.
And then a wand on her and something in it that was indicating that it was going to be an electro scene. And like that can be a lot, especially if there hasn't been proper negotiation going into it. Right. Hence, my question, is kink.com one of the ones that makes sure?
Yes, they do have those negotiations. Go ahead.
No, I didn't. I thought you were done.
Huh.
I can't guarantee that 100%. But
yeah, nobody can 100% guarantee, but I believe that they do.
Yeah.
They come off as, yes, we are doing that because they know the community that they are trying to portray this to. And they know that if they don't, people will call their fucking ass out. I'm sorry, people should call their ass out. And I know pretty much, from my experience, the kink community is A-okay with, hey, that's dangerous. Stop that shit right now. If they're able to.
Yeah, I think we talk a lot about, vet your partners, vet your vendors, vet your porn sites. Just so that you can engage with porn as ethically as possible.
Porn should be ethical.
Or make it at home.
Make it at home is always fun.
Yeah. Although that's difficult to do if your momentary kink is extreme bondage. Making it at home isn't always possible.
So you should always invest in your bedroom camera systems.
Them and insects.com. I used to be very impressed with their use of scaffolding material to make creative bondage furniture. Because they would just basically...
insects.com?
Yeah, INSEX.
Oh, okay. Insect.
Bugs, arachnids. Yes, insects.com.
Yeah,
I was confused too.
Okay.
Invertebrates.
I was like...
INSEX. Used to be very popular late 90s, early 2000s.
Okay, so before I was actually even looking at things, really.
Just incredibly complicated, complex, unique pieces of bondage equipment. And basically we've just got a bunch of fucking scaffolding gear, and we're just going to sit down in the machine shop and cut it off to bits and pieces and shape it to bind this particular person in this particular position. Bring in the fuck machine, throat fuck them a whole bunch, fill them full of toys, et cetera, et cetera.
Fill them full of toys.
But the creativity of that was always very impressive to me. And then I used to go, where the fuck are they getting all these scaffolding parts? I need links.
I need this information.
Well, too, and they built a wooden stage, right? So they're just screwing the shit right to the floor. So it's all very sturdy and secure. Yeah.
They want to make sure everybody's safe.
It's the kind of stuff where you see a woman bent over, and she's not only is she handcuffed to a post, but her head is in a custom built box. So you never actually see her head unless they put a camera inside the box. And in the meantime, they beat her and they torment her breasts, and then the dungeon master and the assistant both take turns fucking her cross-eyed.
Mm-hmm.
And then suddenly she's in a completely different contraption. I don't know how she got there.
See, in the descriptions you're giving, I'm like, I think I've seen GIFs.
You
trust
might
me.
have.
Trust me, you have. Yeah.
It's like, you definitely
The
have.
scaffolding material, her head in a box. Wait a minute.
Like, I think I've seen this before.
They build a lot of shit out of heavy duty lumber and the beautiful cast iron connecting pieces, and then a lot of scaffolding material. And from somebody who likes to tinker and build stuff, like, oh, that's fucking clever. Oh, I like that. Yeah.
So, Shock, what I'm hearing is you are going to start building up a new kink.com Bakersfield edition.
No, but I did always want a large shop space that half of it is fuck theater and half of it is machine shop, specifically for this reason.
All right, so let's go in the machine shop today, kids. Let me show you how to build something real that you're going to use your entire life.
Hold on, while we measure your thigh and cut this piece of scaffolding tubing to just the perfect length.
Just for you.
Just for you. Custom built for you and your holes.
Okay. So let's move forward here. Yes, all that said, kids, support kink. That's it. So we didn't specifically get a drop pickup, but I did run across one, which I just found fucking hilarious. It's a picture, and all it is, like all the names
are... Is it an animated GIF?
It is not.
Okay.
All of the names have been edited out, but it's obviously a one-sided conversation. Hey, baby, can I get a reply? Not this. I want message from you. Babes, can we... so we can fun.
So we can fun.
So we can fun. That is the length.
Wow, even my pussy's wet now.
And the context to the not this is because the person receiving it is using a reaction to the message instead of a reply.
Yes. Yes, using the double exclamation reaction.
I have one in my inbox since I was like, well, let me go through that. I didn't realize because I just saw his most recent message, which was, hey, gorgeous. Boring. But I opened it up and apparently he had sent, can I pound that huge ass with this fat cock soon? With a picture.
Of his huge ass?
Excuse you, I have the huge ass. Which I don't. But that's only the second unsolicited dick pic I've gotten on FetLife.
Congratulations.
Give me a minute.
Our audience like, wow, really?
Remember my login information. Hold on.
I don't know if those are unsolicited at that point from you.
Oh, here's another one. Has a guy ever picked you over another girl because you do anal?
What?
I think I have anal as a interest on my
I was about to ask that it was a question for you. You do anal?
I do.
You
Not
do
recently.
anal?
Curious about
anal.
I think I had a into. I've got it on into.
I thought it was curious about angels. I'm sorry.
Angels?
Must have misread that.
I thought this is not a Christian Minecraft group.
I thought these were angles. I was very interested in the hypotenuse.
Hypotenuse.
I've got a really great one that's just come over. One word, nothing else.
But how is cum spelled?
Are you still driving around?
It's spelled COME.
Are you still driving around hoping to figure out what that address was?
God. Why? Why are people stupid? Never mind. I know the answer already. I'm not answering it, though. You need to figure that out for yourself, listeners. Why are people stupid?
I did already send this one in. Never mind.
It's A-okay. Fun, fucking fantastic times.
Mostly I got a lot of boring, hey, gorgeous, hi, how are you? That kind of stuff. Even though...
Not that I'm trying to help these guys out, but what does catch your attention? What's the tagline that gets past the spam, so to speak?
None, because the very first line on my profile, the very first line under the title, Basic Boundaries.
Right.
Unless we've met in person, do not add me as a friend or message me.
Okay. All right.
Immediately followed by ways to meet me, pretty much.
Gotcha.
So I basically say, if you haven't met me in person, don't talk to me. Which they can comment on my photos. That's fine. For the most part, I've only blocked 1 or 2 people because of their comments on my photos.
Only 1 or 2.
Only 1 or 2.
That seems like a low percentage.
Yeah, and it was just for fantasy pushing. It was because they were fantasy pushing. Yeah. And I'm like, no. So.
I blocked more people than that.
Yeah. I've blocked people that, because I like to just explore Fresh and Pervy, which is just somebody posts something, it's right there. And I've blocked more people off of that because I'm like, I don't ever want you to see my shit or ever possibly interact with me ever.
You're using it as a do not disturb list.
Yeah, and I've also used it as I'm just scrolling through casually if there's somebody who's into a kink that I don't want to see.
Right.
I've blocked people based off of that. They're not people I know. And it's your kink is not my kink, and that's fine. But I don't want it popping up in my feed when I'm bored and scrolling around. So I've blocked it.
You don't want to see it done on the street corner outside.
Bored and scrolling? People scroll when they're bored?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Scrolling through Fresh and Pervy, I see a lot of stuff there that I'm like, I'm really not into that.
Well, sucks to be bored.
Fresh and Pervy.
I thought Fresh and Pervy was supposed to be exciting.
Fresh and Pervy. Coming at you now.
It depends on what you're into.
Actually, you're not into coming at you now?
Anyway.
All right, so, we're going to do one more thing before we call into this episode. We have this flogger to give away, I believe. So I have entered the names. Actually, I had more names than I thought. I had to check somewhere else. So I'm going to tap to spin the wheel.
How many people are there? How many entries?
7 entries.
Okay.
7 entries. We are going to spin. And Wheel of Kink. Spin, spin, spin. Tell me who is going to win.
Wheel of Kink. Spin, spin, spin. Tell us who is
No, you
going
gotta
to
spin it
win.
again. Spin it again. That's ridiculous.
I will spin again.
If it's me a second time,
Again,
I'll take it.
I have done. I was like, I have done this. I show people to make sure they know I'm not fucking around with this. All right. So it looks like Ice Stick is the winner.
All right. Congratulations, Ice Stick.
Congratulations, Ice Stick.
You are a winner.
He's a cold wiener.
Well played, Captain. Well played.
I do my best. All right. So that is going to be the last thing that we do for this particular episode. Let me get some closing thoughts. Shock? Parting thoughts?
As always, be good humans.
That's a high bar.
It is a high bar, but we can jump it. We can be broad jump champions. That's not what I'm trying to say.
High jump?
We can be high jump champions if we just keep trying. Practice.
I think it's a low bar, but some people just like to crawl.
Yeah.
It's a low bar, but they're doing limbos in hell. That's all I can tell you. But, be a good human, participate in your local community, plan ahead for some of the great events coming up this fall. Get yourself out there, get vetted.
Shock, you just reminded me something I forgot to talk about. What's happening on Saturday?
Oh, this Saturday.
This coming
just
Saturday.
In time for our listeners to make it. This coming Saturday, August 1st, right, is the luau, the Bakersfield Annual Luau.
So by the time this episode actually comes out, sadly, you will have missed it. But prepare for next year.
Or you might have been there.
Or you might have been there.
I'll be there.
You'll be there?
Naked.
Excellent. I'll probably be there naked too. But listeners, if you're in the Bakersfield area and you have never been to the luau, you're 100% missing out. It is an amazing event. I've been pretty much every year since I lived here and love it every year.
We joined 2 years ago right after the luau, but we went last year and it was very good luau for me.
Okay. I'm looking at Cam.
My thoughts, my closing thoughts.
Luau thoughts.
My luau thoughts.
Yes.
It was great. Good time.
Good time? Excellent. Yes. Shock, we know you love the luau, but tell us how much you love the
luau. Wet, naked titties everywhere you look. Alcohol, laughter, and a wonderful environment. So yeah, it's a very positive experience.
I agree with all of these statements. All right. So thank you, Shock, for your final thoughts. We're gonna go to Stage Toy.
If you're gonna watch Star Trek, find the abbreviated must-watch TNG list, and then watch DS9. And
I don't know. I like how you said find the list and then just watch something completely.
No. Watch the
come meet Space Jesus in our Space Mall.
Find the abridged list for TNG. Watch that to understand the universe, and then watch DS9, and then go back and watch everything else except the new Trek movies.
Except the new Trek. I'm trying to think of an episode for TNG. Measure of a Man? Is that the one where Data's on trial?
Yes.
Yeah, there's always, every series, there is some sort of episode that explores what counts as human, because there's always a character in each of the series that is
human, but not quite.
An artificial creature.
Yeah.
Or
an alien.
I think in Voyager, actually, they explore 7 of 9.
Yeah.
Of what makes a person human, what counts as a human. And they're interesting. Some episodes hit you really hard in the face with their message, and some actually give you space to think about it. But I love Star Trek, and that is the future I am working towards.
Yeah, those lightsabers.
No, stop.
All right. And Cam?
Darmak and Jalad at Tanagra.
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah.
My nerd card has just been pulled, and I have lost it. I am sorry.
Oh, sorry.
What's the translation on that?
There isn't.
No. It's people coming together.
Oh.
There was an episode of Star Trek
They have to work together.
There was an episode of Star Trek where the universal translator was not working with this one alien race.
There have been many of those, but yes.
They pulled the two ship captains, Picard and this alien, to a planet, and they were having this, I don't know, meeting around a campfire for a couple of days, and Picard just couldn't understand the guy.
Well, I remember that episode.
They
now,
were
yeah.
actually forced into that situation.
Okay.
So they were beamed down. Captain was
get him
beamed
back,
down against his will, and they were left there until they figured out how to communicate. And that race communicates through metaphors.
Yes.
Right.
Metaphors and quotes related to their historical. So if we were just talking about, Greek myth, and everything we said was paraphrasing of Greek myth or other
Achilles
mythologies,
dipped into the river Styx.
things like that. Or memes,
Or memes, yes. Today's
Look at me,
communication
Captain.
would be memes.
Sips tea. Correct.
Yes. That is how it goes. Yes. Thank you for pulling my nerd card like that, good sir. I appreciate it. So, were those your final thoughts?
What were the final thoughts? Play Magic the Gathering. Please join me in playing the Magic. More fun, more people.
Experience the magic.
Experience the magic.
Everyone experience the magic.
And leaving your sub in a hot car while you go grocery shopping is not okay. I'm picking up on that.
Yeah, no.
Leave the car running. Put a little note in the window. You give them water. AC on.
AC on, yes.
Vibrator going. Yes.
Yes. Well done, Jacques. Well done. With the remote with the remote app on your phone, so you can make sure that they're properly enjoying things.
You have to make sure their cage has lots of enrichment.
Actually, better yet, you make sure they are all set up, and you send them to the store, and you just send the car.
By the way, you see what the stage toy is doing right now?
Imagining.
I love that reaction.
Yes. Also, real quick before I get to my final thoughts, I was talking about something. So, hi, stage toy. Hi, how you doing?
Hi.
So, hey, Shock and Cam,
Yes.
we should all look at Stage Toy right now as she pulls her she pulled her
I'm
headphones
plugging
out.
my ears and closing my eyes. You can't do this to me. I made it through the whole episode, except for the knife moment.
Can't do what? What can't we do?
I don't know. You're going to do something. You've got a wicked plot.
Shock, do I look like I have a wicked plot?
I have absolutely no idea what delightful thing she's referencing.
There's no
in this
way.
particular moment.
Cam, do you have any idea?
No clue.
No clue.
No clue.
What wicked things could we possibly do?
Feel free to look us in the eye and tell us.
Right, yes,
not
tell
to
us
do this.
exactly what we shouldn't be doing. Stage Toy, are you there?
I don't know if that was a command or not, so I'm opting to imagine it's not, and I'm going to sit here hiding myself.
Why would you hide from us?
Ground control to stage toy.
But Stage Toy, I thought you enjoyed our presence. Do you not?
I enjoy our conversations.
Well,
You men stimulate my mind.
yes, that too.
We must be sitting on the ceiling.
Or yes,
It's a great ceiling. It's very clean. Who's ever in charge of this, it does great about keeping the
Fascinating.
cobwebs
ceiling
away.
is made of ceiling.
there's a ceiling up
It's a
there.
high quality ceiling you have.
Stage Toy, are you okay?
Yes.
Love, affection, and floggers. Love, affection, and floggers.
Oh, yes. Oh, thank you, Stage Toy, for last night for accepting the spanks on my behalf for my
Yeah.
birthday spankings.
I'm going to request in the future, if I'm accepting birthday spanks for myself or on behalf of another person, I request the equivalent amount of warm-up spanks, because what the fuck?
I apologize for not warming you up properly for that.
This is
Yeah.
a good negotiation.
Yes, I will take my responsibility for not warming you up properly. That was on me.
Well, no, now I feel bad because I know I did the exact same thing to Pariah. So I'm like, oh, sorry, babe.
Oh, sorry, babe.
And suddenly your top personality is going, oh, shit.
Yeah, it's okay. I made it up to her later.
The joys of being a switch and having to realize, like, oh, fuck, I did fuck up. Hi.
Hi.
You good now?
Yeah. Did you enjoy your moment?
She's able to look at us now, everyone. It's great.
Is she?
Is she?
No, because now you're doing a thing again.
Which thing?
This is closed eyes is a defense mechanism now.
We're just calling attention to you.
She's invisible.
Hey, guys, did you know?
I can't see you. You can't see me.
You know what Seishui is? She's a really good girl. You know that?
She's a very good girl.
She's a very good girl.
You guys just say that because I send you pictures of my titties.
And because you're amazing. You're an amazing person.
It's on the list, sure.
Yeah, that's part of it, but that's not the main reason. The main reason is because you are an amazing sub.
A terrific researcher.
Yes. We all care about you.
Thank you. I appreciate the praise.
And you want more of it, right?
But we can save that for later. It's okay.
All right. So with all that said, let me get to my final thoughts. So my final thoughts are yes, Seishui is amazing and I love her. Such a good toy. As regards to the podcast, Seishui, thank you for doing all the research that you've done and for posting up everything about the camp stuff from last episode. Once you get to that, about this episode though, what did we talk about?
Stuff and things.
Play Magic the Gathering is fun. You're going to spend way too much money. I'm not sorry.
If you're capped, you're going to spend way too much money.
You didn't have to call me out like that.
Good pattern recognition there, Cam.
I didn't come here for all that.
You didn't come here at all. You live here.
Touche, Mr. Pussycat. Go see Acme versus Coyote versus Acme. Hopefully it's a grand movie. VisionQuest in October. I'm crossing my fingers. It's going to be fucking amazing. We'll find out. Kinky stuff. We talked about it. I'm sure there was stuff. As you get older, just do your kinks. It's fun. Don't something or the other. My brain is gone now. I'm working off of like somewhere between 3.5 to 4 hours of sleep.
This is the Gotham Press podcast signing off.
Yes.
So long, Captain, and good night.
As always, thank you all for coming to listen to the Gotham Press. And with that, we are out. Thank you, everybody. Is you okay?
I'm fine.
You sound a little perturbed.
No, sir, I'm fine.